is in the center of it. And you can you can see that there is a very light mist coming up from this cauldron. These small wisps of vapor that are rising out of the top of the cauldron. And as you get a little bit closer, Tramadol and Fulgrin, you can I don't know why I said your name twice, but you can start to smell a very tainty, sweet smell that's permeating in the air. And as you guys get a little bit closer, you can start to hear bloop, bloop.
I see anything in the cauldron in the pool?
Yeah, you climb up on the. You want to climb up. It's sort of like 3 feet off the ground, but your stubby little legs will get you up on the pedestal, and you can look into the cauldron, and you can see that this is a vat full of a very sweet but tainty, vicious green liquid that is sort of bubbling.
Well, in the hallway, I'd like to. You said there's some sconces with oil in them. I'd like to investigate one of them.
The torches, yeah, it looks like it's a torch. It's just a standard torch that has oil. It's basically was dipped in oil, and there's also a round cup as you put you set the torch into the sconce. The sconce has a hole in it, and then the torch fills the hole, and then there's more oil poured around the bottom of the cup. Basically, that's what it is.
Okay.
But if you want to push if you push up from the sconce, all that hot oil is going to come down and burn the shit out of you. Once you try to take the torch out, you know what I mean?
Well, what I'd like to do, I have an empty flask, fill up one with oil. Or try to.
I'll let you try to do that, sure. It's pretty hot. I don't know what kind of check I would do for that. I guess dexterity on trying to grab it all as it sure. Well, give me a dexterity check. I'm sorry, an agility check. My bad. Give me an agility check, and if you can, oh yeah, easily. It's like you were catching raindrops, Lynx. You were catching all the raindrops with your agility roll. Wow, you had a very nice explosion there too. So yeah, you fill up a vial of hot oil. The glass is actually pretty hot. Like, so you're like, oh, playing hot potato with this vial.
Okay. But there's no further like mechanisms or any kind of.
No, it's just like a brass sconce that's attached to the wall, and then it's like a cup, and then you take the torch, and the sconce is like a bowl there, but in the bottom of the bowl there's a hole, so you put the torch down into the hole, and then with the rags and everything on the torch, that stops up the hole so the oil don't run down. You know what I mean? And then,
oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. The Middle Ages, man.
Well, as Fulgar is checking out this pool, I'm going to search the walls and stuff for any hidden niches or anything like that. Maybe hidden passages or something. Doors.
No.
Okay.
Nope. I'm not even gonna let you do a roll for it. Nope. You don't find anything.
Okay. I'll ask him, what do you think this liquid is in here?
I want to stir it with my dagger.
Alright, you stir it. How long do you stir it for? You're stirring
I'm done
it.
stirring it. Did it eat my dagger?
No, it didn't eat your dagger at all.
I don't know what this is. I'm gonna climb down before I fall into it.
Okay.
Alright. Well, let's go back and check out the other door.
Yeah.
This seemed to be a waste of time.
I mean, I couldn't see anything in the pool, right? I mean,
There was
you
no
only said it's
bones
viscous, so I
floating.
couldn't see,
There was
like,
no,
the bottom
yeah,
of it.
there's no. It was a green liquid. Had a sweet smell to it. You know, it had a very sweet, appley, dainty smell to it. But yeah,
I know you want me to drink it, and I'm not going to drink it.
okay, no problem.
Well, if possible, I'd like to grab at least one flask of that.
I love the hedge mage, dude. The hedge mage is just like fucking viling everything, dude.
Heck
You,
yeah.
you remind
So
me
it's
of my first 4th edition game. Warhuck, he was playing a sorcerer, and everything that died, he would take specimens from that. I don't know if you remember that, but I don't know if you remember watching the 4E game, but he would always say, "Yes, I would like to gather a few specimens off of this," and it was sort of like a running joke with him playing that sorcerer. But yeah, if you want to get you can definitely. Do you have any vials left, or?
I have 3 empties left here.
Sure, you can go ahead and fill up a vial full of this. Write down green.
Okay.
Write down green, sweet-smelling liquid.
Okay, thank you.
So as you get back out to the main hall, just as you walk out, these double doors slam. Poof. And I mean, this whole place just, I mean, it just shakes. You know, dust is coming down from the roof. You can see that the statues kind of wobble a little bit on their base, but the double doors there just to the north just shut. Poof. I mean, viciously.
Not it.
I'm going to go on the defensive immediately with my sword and daggers and looking around, you know.
My axe. I mean hammer.
You know, because of course that kind of startled me, so I'm like, I wonder what could have caused that.
Perhaps our necromancer is still here.
Something just shut that door. You don't know what the heck it was. You see no sign of, you know, of that priest, or you see no sign of the Black Queen.
Well, you want to check out this other door, or you want to GTFO?
I want to go back up here to these double doors and check them, see if they would possibly be able to be opened again, or if they are shut.
Sure. Do you want to give me a notice check to check it out? I mean, it doesn't seem like they're locked or anything. I mean, it seems like they would probably go ahead and be pushed open again.
Okay.
All right. So you push the doors open. What's up, Inferno Tomato?
They just opened right up.
Good to see you again, Tomato. They did. They just kind of slowly opened up, and in fact, as you pushed on them, it seems like they opened up for you. And you know, as you open it up, it is a very beautiful sight inside of this room. You can see that there is a wall at the end of this chamber now, and this whole entire hallway is like a painted scene, and you can see that on both walls. You can see that there's depictions of Hela. You guys know who Hela is. I mean, Hela is the god that betrayed all gods. So you can see scenes of Hela on each one of these on each one of these walls in this corridor, and you can see that these are all scenes of Hela, basically opening up the gates. And towards the end of the hall, you see that there are, looks like a bunch of paint supplies. You know, small little canopic jars and stuff with, looks like paintbrushes sticking out of them. And it seems like this mural of the gates being opened are only about 3/4 of the way down this hall. You know, and on the right-hand side, it shows Hela standing at the gate with her arms crossed, sort of like giving a laugh as the undead are just pouring out of the gates. And then you can see other deities sort of like above her, you know, looking down just in astonishment and in amazement. And you can see your deity as well there too, full gone. But this mural is also not finished. About 2/3 of the way down, it just kind of stops. But there's no door at the north end of this passage anymore either. It just kind of, it's now it looks like an earthen wall. A polished earthen wall, but there's no door there anymore.
So none of this stuff was here when we, like the mural, none of that stuff was in the hallway when we went down for.
It was just a normal hall. Just a 10-foot wide chamber all the way down.
Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Yup.
And like
I wonder if it
lights
has
are coming
something to do
off.
with,
You know, color. These colors are like a fluorescent type of color. So it's illuminating the entire hall. It's beautiful. And as you open up the door, it's just like a rainbow just hits you right in the face of all these beautiful colors.
I wonder if this has something to do with that vat over there. If maybe this is some type of hallucination.
Well, I disturbed the water.
I poked it.
You
Well,
poked it.
I could smell it, so I'm just wondering if, since everyone got a smell of it and everything, if this may be something that has to do with that. What about the statues and everything that are in this room? They still look normal, right?
Yeah, the statues are the same. No gems, of course. You know, but they've been whisked away by some hoodlum thief.
Would anyone else like to investigate the eastern door first?
Okay, let's go look at the eastern door, but then we need to come back and check out this hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The eastern door, as you get to the eastern door, it just kind of opens up automatically for you. Sort of like you, Lynx, and especially you, Tramadol. It's like someone brushed against you and opened the door for you, because as you went down the reach for the handle, you felt something, you know, rub up against you, and then the door just kind of opens up for you. Now, when you open up this chamber, what is on the other side, you really can't see too far, because it is literally pitch black. It is literally pitch black inside here. You can see the edges of a couple somethings that are out in the middle of the floor, but you really can't, from where you're at, you really can't tell what's in there. You can definitely tell something's in there, though. You just don't know what.
I'm going in.
I will follow.
All right, Lynx.
Or would you like to go first, Tramadol?
I can go first.
Yeah, so
I've got low
Link-
light vision.
Lynx says, "Get out of the way, you pussies," and Lynx goes in. And Lynx, as you go inside of this room, you feel a sense of death come over you. And you can see that there's 6 dilapidated coffins that are basically lining the eastern wall of this chamber. And as your eyes are starting to focus, and goddamn, my brother's making the goddamn dog bark. It's frustrating me. Sorry. You can see that 5 of these coffins are, the lids are on, but the last lid on the northern wall, the lid is ajar.
I'm going to go down and investigate that coffin. See if I could see any writing on it or anything like that.
I have my warhammer readied.
All right.
Because I do have low light vision because I'm an elf, so.
Yeah. So you look into this coffin, Tramadol, and it's totally empty.
Okay.
You see, from what you could see, just the corner has, how the lid is kind of like shifted ajar. What you can see, it's by you. You can see it looks empty, but I mean, that's hindsight. So just what you can see.
Okay. Now there's no inscription or anything like that on the coffins or anything that I might be able to read.
No, just common. It seems like just common names of the past. Here lies so and so, service of so and so of the house lord so and so. Here lies so and so. Here lies so and so. Just looks like they're just basically, this used to be probably of who used to originally, maintain this place. Heroes, champions. You could see that a couple of the sarcophagus has accomplishments that noble, hero, champion of wargs, stuff like that. Champion of the ice wargs.
Well, if they've got, something like hero or champion or something like that, then I suggest we don't bother them because, that's...
Let them rest.
They did enough in life. They don't need to be bothered in death.
This room's creeping me out. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks so much for the follow, Toxic
Go back
Apex.
over here into this hall.
Thank you.
Check it out. I'm gonna start walking in.
All right. Yeah, as you walk in, you can hear now. As soon as you get past the door, you can now start to hear the undead filing out of the gates. You can hear the screams, the moans. You can't hear it, Lynx, but only Tramadol and Fulgen can. You can hear the gate as it swings open, and you can hear Hela laughing as she's got her arms crossed, and you can't see, nothing is animated, Lynx, to you. It just looks like beautiful murals on the walls. But as you walk in, Tramadol, and as you walk in, Fulgen, it's like fully animated. It's like a movie in HD, just on both sides. It seems like on one wall the undead are coming out of the gate, and then you can see them running, and you can see their backsides as they're running away from the gate on the other wall. It looks really awesome, and you can see Hela and the other deities. They're all kind of looking down on her from above.
You said it's only about like 2/3 of the way down.
It is 2/3 of the way down, and then it just kind of abruptly stops, and there's about a dozen different canopic jars, and looks like there's brushes sticking out of them.
Well, I move up here because I did not like being in the middle of that scene.
Oh, it's still with you the whole way until you get to the end. And you can actually feel like a wind, and your hair is like kind of flowing from all of the undead. Just this legion, this army of undead. Just it's like they're just running through you, but they don't know that you're there. You know, it's just sort of like a scene that you can see Hela betraying all of the gods, and it just kind of like it. You know, as you saw that, it's just the undead are just pouring out. I mean, it's just no stop. I mean, you can see demons and devils and just all kinds of creatures, all kinds of cavalry, all kinds of zombies, wraiths, everything just pouring out.
I'm going to kind of call out loud, and ask, is the person that painted this mural, are they still with us? If you are, maybe you can give us a sign. We can't see you.
Yeah, you don't hear anything, and you don't, Lynx. You don't hear anything. You just see Tramadol standing there. You don't hear or see anything, and you see Fulgen. He's standing towards the end of the corridor. And as you get down to the end there, Fulgen, you can see that there's a bunch of different colors in these jars.
So there's jars, there's looks like brushes sticking out of them, you said?
Maybe you should take a specimen.
There are.
I will take one of the brushes out of the jar.
Okay.
And then
How's it going,
does anything
Crichton?
happen?
No. It's got paint dripping off of the end of it.
I'll put the brush back into the jar.
Okay. Here lies Roger the Shrubber. I just saw that. Nice.
I'm going to ask him, I wonder what would happen if we was to take the paint and paint the gates closed and put chains on them so they couldn't be opened.
Ooh.
I totally thought you were gonna do like a Wile E. Coyote thing and like paint a porthole.
Paint a door.
So in the mural, it shows the portal in the mural right now. Because you said it's only like partway down the wall.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't show a portal, but it shows the gate. You know, the abyss to where all the dead go. You know, because Hela was the keeper of this gate, the watcher of the gate, and she would allow the dead to come through. She would turn the dead away that did not belong there. You know, but she opened the gate and just stood aside and unleashed everything, and you could see that, and she's standing to the side as this just legion of undead is just running. You know, like I said, it's like if you're looking at the wall to the left, right? Now the wall on the left, which is to the west, you can see this gate, this massive gate open. And you can see demons and devils flying out. You can see skeletal dragons flying out. And as they're coming over you, you could see it's painted on the ceiling too. So you can see all of these creatures flying overhead. And then as you look to the right, to the east wall, that wall is animated as well. And you can see that they're traveling away from you. And as you look to the right, you can see all of the back ends of the undead that just basically walked through you from the the wall on the west or your left hand side. So it's like sort of like a 360 degree animated IMAX theater as these things are just walking through you and walking away. Now, Lynx, you can't. It's just you can just see these murals of Hela on each side, and But you see Tramadol kind of
Yeah.
looking around like, what the hell is going on? And full gun and
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to come back.
okay.
Okay, Fulgen, what should we do? This is kind of freaking me out.
Yeah.
Should
She said, "I
should
can
we
see
try
my
to?
God there."
If you use the paint on the wall, does it seem like it's going to do anything, or is the paint magical? And what's
Yeah, I'll take. Let me take one of the brushes out and then
Okay.
just kind of, splash some paint on the wall. What happens?
Yeah, the paint is there. Yeah. The paint definitely adheres to the wall. Yeah. It does.
And it just looks like regular paint. Just like
Looks like it looks like it's a beautiful paint, but yeah, it is a paint, yeah.
If I go up to Hela, she doesn't even notice that I'm there, right?
No. She just has her arms crossed and a very evil grin on her face and hair flowing. She's just ushering the undead into Rasillon, into the
Okay, I
living
think-
world.
What if I put paint on part of the mural that is animated to me?
You can see the paint there, but you can still see the the animation.
All right.
Okay, I think we should get out of here. I want to try something.
I guess they're giving up on this already, I guess. All right. Tramadol, you get out. Well, you're still in the corridor. Yeah, Tramadol, as you step out, you can just see the murals on the wall again. You don't hear anything. You don't hear any of the sounds as you went into the chamber. Nothing. It's just non-animated murals on each wall. Thank you, Anime Freak. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. 11 months,
This
man.
is a scene that I would recognize then? Because this is like the betrayal, or this is like when she...
That is when she did it. That is the betrayal. That is the betrayal. Because you can also see the other deities, 20 or 30 deities looking down on this too.
Okay, I want to come back out and look at it not moving again.
Crichton, thank you very much for the follow.
So-
Toxic Nerds, Real Xfire.
Is
Thanks,
this...
guys. Appreciate it.
I don't even know how to put it.
I'm not confusing you, describing that scene to you.
Oh, no. I'm
No,
trying to
not
think
at
of
all.
how to explain what I'm thinking. So if this is a scene... I mean, does it look familiar? Like, is it something that we've
This
seen
is exactly
before?
what is written in books and text and through oral stories and tradition, especially coming from you. The temples that you practice in, that you had learned all of your rites as being a follower of your deity. Oh yeah, this is to the team. This gives you chills down your spine when you see this. It's sort of like you're in amazement that you are actually seeing this.
So it's like...
Dovley, thank you very much for
like
the follow,
if you had
Dovley.
seen, like, you know what the Last Supper looks like, and then suddenly you're standing in front
It
of
would
the
be
table
like you would be
that.
facing him on the other side of the table.
Okay.
Exactly. Of course, Jesus and his disciples wouldn't know that you were there. Same thing with,
Right.
this scene with Hela and her legion of undead.
I'm going to look at the other two and say,
Old
I wanna
Gamer,
try
what's up?
something. And so I'm going to reach out and I'm going to shut the doors.
Okay.
Leave them shut for just a few, like 30 seconds or so, and then open the doors back up to see if it's still there.
Same thing. It's
Same
still
thing.
there.